Okay, what I have here is a yard machine by MTD. This is I believe a 1996 model, 12 and a half horsepower, 36-inch cut, shift on the go model. I've had this machine for quite a while, as you can see, but I recently had to change the actual rear drive belt on this machine. So it's actually turned out to be a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. But first, what you'd actually have to do is that before you get started, you definitely want to take out the battery and the battery compartment that actually slides in right here. You're going to take that out. There's no bolts holding it in except for like the cables that hold on to the battery. You want to make sure you take those off. Looks like I'm going to have to clean these pretty good before I reattach them. That make sure I have some good connections. And as you can see down in here, here's your main pulley. And here's my new drive belt that I just recently installed. Check the pattern to make sure that you got the belt on there correctly. Now, to loosen everything up, on the brake clutch up here, just press this in and set the parking brake. Once the park brake is set, that does loosen up the tension on this actual pulley. Make sure it's in neutral. Now, underneath, if I can get the camera in here, underneath you'll notice the blue belt that I have up top on this pulley up in here, right there. Now, in order to get that around there, you put that end on first, but in order to do that, you got to drop this whole thing down because there's not enough clearance between the deck. So the first thing you got to do is that you got to put a wrench on here to hold that nut right there. This one right here. Put the wrench on to hold this nut right here. And if you notice on the top, there's a little bolt right there. All that does is hold that pulley up against the plate. You don't have to drop the deck or nothing to replace the rear drive belt. Wrong one. I put a 9/16. If I can get a focus on there, 9/16 socket, fits right on that, and you just turn. And as you turn that, the bolt will come off the bottom on here. This whole thing slides down, and then you can put the belt in right across the top of the pulley system, slide it down over top of this, and tighten the bolts back up. Slide the bolt around the main pulley down here, and you got the rear drive belt on this old mower. So you didn't even have to take off the belt or the deck or anything. So a lot easier than have to drop the deck. That's something I discovered. If anybody happens to have one of these old mowers and needs to replace the rear belt on it, then you can always send me a message. Check out this video, and that's a quick troubleshooter for you. Well, thank you for watching. You have a wonderful day.